Every wireless carrier brags about their amazing nationwide service. So why is it that everyone experiences poor service so much of the time? Even me.
In this video, we are going to tell you about some hacks to improve your cell phone service, including how 5G may be making your service worse. And by the end of this video, we'll tell you about the #1 thing we both do to combat the bad service where we live. Let's start with something that sounds a bit counterintuitive, turning off 5G to improve cell phone service. If you have a cell phone that supports high band 5G, that's the fastest 5G, you'll notice there's a little window on the side of your phone. That is how bad the range of high band 5G is.
5G networks are still in their infancy, but fortunately for all of us, there is a network that's built out and provides great service. LTE. The reason this hack makes sense is that if you don't have a great connection to a 5G network like we don't right here, the phone will connect to the 5G when it sees it, and then it'll disconnect and then go back to LTE, and then it'll connect to the 5G and then LTE. And as it's doing that, you're not going to have any cellular connection. So what I do is I turn off 5G in my home because I don't want it to try to connect to those networks, which, because they have poor service, are slower anyway than the 4G networks. How do we turn off 5G?
On an iPhone, open up Settings, tap Cellular, then tap Cellular Data Options, tap Voice and Data, and then tap LTE. You could try 5G Auto. It says it'll connect to whatever network is strongest, but in my experience, it just connects to 5G anyway because it thinks it's strong enough, and it just isn't. On an Android, swipe down from the top of the screen and tap on that settings gear. Then tap Connections, tap Mobile Networks, then tap Network Mode, select LTE 3G or 2G. That's the option you want.
Can't stream YouTube with 2G, that's for sure.
Like your cell phone, you know what else has Windows?
Oh, I know this one. Microsoft.
Nope, not what I was thinking. The building that you're currently in.
And this is really bad news for all you hipsters out there who bought a decommissioned nuclear silo to start an Airbnb.
If you have a really important phone call to make, try leaning out the window, or maybe a little bit safer would be to just walk outside. Some cases are made with certain materials that can interfere with your cell phone service, especially if it's got like some metal lining in it. That antenna is already bad enough.
If taking your phone out of its case solves this problem and you have great service and great speeds, then you got to update your case. Speaking of updating, the next thing you can do to improve your cell service is
update your cell phone. Some software updates include modem firmware updates, can improve your iPhone's connection to your carrier's towers. On an iPhone, let's go back to the main page of settings. Scroll down, tap General, tap Software Update. If an update's available, tap Download and Install. On an Android, if we go back to the main page of settings, a little bit easier, scroll down and look for the Software Update option, then tap Download and Install.
But not all software updates are software updates. Some software updates are carrier settings updates.
On an iPhone, tap back to General. One above Software Update is about. Just hang out here 10 to 15 seconds while you're waiting. Hit that subscribe button below this video for more great videos. If a pop-up doesn't appear in the first 10 to 15 seconds, no update is available. Bit trickier on Android. Let's go back to the main page of the Settings app, scroll up, and tap on Connections. Then tap on Mobile Networks and look for an option that says Carrier Settings or Update Profile. You tap on that to install the Carrier Settings update. If you don't see it here, one is not available.
I've done all of this and my service still isn't great. It's like when I was in Little League and I never hit any home runs ever. Is there a steroid or a PED or anything like that that I can use to improve my cell phone service?
You could get a cell phone signal booster. Signal boosters capture a nearby cellular signal, amplify it, then broadcast a signal inside the space that needs a better cell phone signal. Essentially what you do is you get a couple different antennas and a wire and you hang it up around your house and it amplifies the signal.
A couple different antennas and a wire and you hang it up around your house?
Yeah, but maybe you're not super handy. You're looking for a shortcut. You're thinking, hey, is there a free app that I can install?
No.
They don't work. Some of the apps are kind of stupid, though. They'll point you in the direction of the nearest cell tower.
Yesterday, we installed OpenSignal. Had really good reviews. It's a neat app, but you go to the map.
Follow the arrow, it says.
Follow the arrow and, walk half a mile to the nearest cell tower. You really don't want to be walking, oh, I got to make a phone call. I got to go for a walk through the woods to a cell tower.
Point?
While cell phone signal boosting apps are a shortcut that doesn't really work, there is one that does work. It's called Wi-Fi calling.
Wi-Fi calling is a lifesaver, and it's the #1 thing we do to combat our weak service. What it does is it uses your internet connection instead of the cell towers to establish a connection to your carrier's network so you can make phone calls with Wi-Fi and you can send text messages with Wi-Fi. It's great when you're on vacation, up in the mountains, where there isn't great cell service signals.
Easy for you to say.
On your iPhone, to turn on Wi-Fi calling, go back to the main page of settings, scroll down, and tap on phone. Then, underneath the calls heading, tap on Wi-Fi calling, turn on that switch. When you turn this on for the first time, you may need to enter your address.
Right.
So emergency services know where to go to find you if you have to call 911.
This address only kicks in if your cell phone doesn't have GPS. Otherwise, it'll send the location of your phone to emergency services.
On an Android, open the phone app and tap on the More button upper right-hand corner of the screen. It's the 3 vertical dots. Then tap on Settings and look for a Wi-Fi calling option. If you don't see a Wi-Fi calling option on your Android or your iPhone, one of two things could be happening. One, you might need to enable it on your account first, so log into your carrier account, see if you have that option, or it just might not be included with your cell phone plan.
Wi-Fi calling has another benefit. It saves battery life. When your iPhone or Android phone has a bad connection to the cellular network, it has to put out a lot more power to maintain its crappy connection. Wi-Fi calling eases the burden on your phone.
Maybe you're sitting there right now thinking, I don't have Wi-Fi calling, I want that, and my service is bad.
It's my money and I need it now!
Maybe it's time to switch cell phone carriers.
Does your carrier actually have good coverage where you live? Sounds like a sales pitch, but it's a good question. If you haven't switched in a while, you might want to because you'll probably be able to save money and get a new
cell phone. Upgrading your phone can also help improve your service.
I have an iPhone 12 Pro. David has an iPhone 13 Pro. We're going to compare signal strengths. So on iPhone, there's a secret app that you can open to see exactly what your signal strength is, and it's in the phone app. So let's open that up and then dial star 3001 pound 12345 pound star and hit call. Bang. Serving cell info, tap on that at the top. Look for a number with dBm, which stands for decibels per milliwatt, which is how signal strength is measured. The closer to 0, the better. I'm going to open the same app on my phone. My number is -112. What's yours, David?
I've got -111.
David wins.
A bit easier to check for this on Android. If you go back to the Settings app, scroll down and tap on About Phone, then tap on Status Information, then tap on SIM card status at the very top of the screen. Here you'll see signal strength -108.
Wow. It won. It's all the same.
Yeah,
It's all the
T-Mobile
same.
slightly better, but not really. If you're having really big issues with your cell phone signal, there could be something that's actually wrong with your cell phone. We can't get into every single troubleshooting step for every phone right now, but there are a couple universal tips we can share. First, eject the SIM card, reseat the SIM card, see if that fixes the problem.
Just gotta find the little hole. It's either on the left or right side of your iPhone and press down.
Yeah, the SIM card is like your phone's ID card. It's what distinguishes your phone from every other phone on your carrier's network.
Right. And so now you want to have any service and just pop it back in, reconnect to the network, and hopefully you'll get some better numbers if that's what the problem was.
Or maybe something that's happening more often now is that people are getting replacement SIM card trays that aren't a perfect fit for their phone. So if your service used to be good and then it just stopped being good one day, SIM card could be to blame. Reach out to your wireless carrier, they'll send you a new one. If your phone has no service, check out our video, link below the subscribe button. Check it out.
Yeah, and next to the subscribe button, above the link, is the join button, which you should also check out. Great way to support our channel and to help us out, help us grow. We're almost to 1 million subs and 100 joiners.
Thanks for watching.